In this video, we're going to explore one of the most extraordinary caves. It has alien-like crystal formations in shades of blue. Only a few people are allowed to enter. And you're going to find out how we were so lucky to be on that list. Previously, we went off-road into the middle of nowhere. There we explored a 120-meter deep cave that is filled with crystals. There we also found a crystallized bat and a scorpion. Now we are heading further south to go on another big FTD adventure.
We're now heading towards the location of really special cave. The road's been going like this crazy. My brother is tracking the car with the drone, so you can see some nice footage of us. What the f***? So little home tour. This is the room. We got some beds. As you can see, this house looks like a cave itself. Hey buddy! L'instant live. Ceci est une fourchette. Une fourchette. Yes. Bah ouais. Regarde, appuie comme ça. Ah, bah on est. Ah, c'est bien. Ouais. Clap dans la main.
You may be wondering how we got into this magical place. One day I was on the internet searching for caves that we could explore until I found this one special cave. I was so in love that I really had to penetrate her wet.
What the f, man?
Yeah, something like that. Sadly, there was no clear information to be found other than the name of the river that flows right next to it. I was left with only one option, to take my motorcycle onto a desperate adventure through the middle of nowhere in hope that I will meet someone from this elusive club. After a tough ride through mountains and rocky terrain, I stumbled upon a tiny village with just 4 residents. On my sudden arrival, I noticed something familiar, a caving suit hanging behind some bushes. I stopped immediately, and with my sleek bike I undoubtedly drew their attention until one of the villagers came over to ask how I got here. Until sudden, we got attacked by orcs. I slayed them and had some really nice with their print. Instinctively, I asked him about his special cave, and bingo, he knew all about it. He pointed me towards the front door of the secretive Spelerclub, which was in this village. The cavemen were very hostile. They offered me a bed and a once-in-a-lifetime ticket to this underground paradise. But that story is for later. Yeah, I thought we first visit this blue crystal cave, but they told me that we start with a white crystal cave instead.
Here you go. Brother. So we are getting ready. Yes. On se prépare avec Christian. Il va nous guider dans la grotte pousselière. On dirait un Télétubbie, hein.
It's me, Titi Teletubby. Ooh, what a badass Teletubby.
Cette entrée de cavité.
I won't give you Christian's full explanation, but he says that this cave dates back to around 550 million before Christ. So get ready for an amazing adventure. He also mentioned that there are still many undiscovered tunnels in the system. So for anyone feeling called, your adventure begins here. And don't pay any attention to what Tristan Tate says.
Caving is the single gayest sport. I can only think that you are doing that because you want to be in a brown, tight hole so much and you can't get a man to bum. So the next closest thing is to bum the earth.
Tell him to shove his big black in his mouth and piss off. Because speleology is f***ing awesome.
Ouais. 65 ans, mais il est quand même vite, hein.
Ici, c'est une toute petite salle qu'on appelle la salle du vin.
Ah, parce qu'il y a la bouteille.
Hey.
Et ils l'ont trouvé.
Non, elle était déjà là, on l'a mise parce que quand ils travaillaient là, on a amené un petit peu de vin, tu sais, et on n'a pas pu le garder.
Ah, peut-être il y a encore des bouteilles, qu'il y a une cave ici, encore un peu plus bas, c'est ça? T'as bu tout, hein? Égoïste. Ben, on n'est pas ici pour les bouteilles, hein. Peut-être il y a une surprise en bas.
Il y a un supermarché en bas.
Ah merde, j'ai oublié mon portefeuille. Je vois rien avec ma casque. Faut suivre l'odeur de Christian.
J'espère que je sens bon.
Oui, oui, t'inquiète. Mais je sens que t'as bu tout le vin.
The first passages were made up of narrow corridors and rocks that formed the top layer of the earth. After that, we finally entered the real cave section. In our entire career, we have never seen anything this bizarre. These look like tiny crystal needles.
Hier kunnen we nog een foto maken natuurlijk. Bizar. Ik ben echt gefascineerd, vieux. Kijk dat hier, man. Dat is echt f***ing mooi. Je ziet al die kristallen.
We really love this photo. Christian lit up the scene from behind with her bad boy, which created a beautiful flare and rim light that outlined my body. He was really enjoying himself, so we took some pictures of him as well.
Whoa!
Christian showed us a crystallized goose. We tried to take a photo of it, but the results weren't good enough. You can't just place any lights if it risks damaging the crystals. Besides, there's much more to photograph, so here's another picture that we took. It looks just like a toothbrush, and here are some low-key photos of stalactites with crystal needles. An unusual phenomenon we encountered is the discoloration of these stalactites. Once pure and white, they're now strangely tinted. It's not the fault of careless biologists. Otherwise, they would have been destroyed by the lightest touch. Nor is it from dirty water. If it were, how do we explain the few white ones standing among the brown? So far, scientists have no conclusion on this mystery. But we think we've cracked the code. Multicultural societies are trendy in Europe. But I'm just joking. Guys, we joke about everything, including ourselves. Back in the cave, we found some real beauties. Hopefully, these Snow Whites stay a little bit longer bright, so that they could be admired once again.
Voilà, l'expérience. Et maintenant commence le nettoyage.
We took one last photo with our new friend, who was an amazing companion. Then we said goodbye to him, drove to a nearby river, and cleaned our gear for the next day.
Make sure my GoPro is still charged so I can bring you on our journey tomorrow. Good night. Ben, on s'est bien préparé, on a bien dormi et là on est avec Dominique, notre ami Guillaume, il l'a rencontré l'année dernière. Grâce à lui, on va visiter une très belle cavité. T'as fait du caca?
Oui, j'ai déjà fait du caca, comme ça je suis moins lourd.
Ok. Toi aussi t'as fait du caca, Dominique?
Non, justement.
Oh, comment ça?
Ça m'embête un peu.
Guys, make sure to subscribe to our channel and drop a like. Also, feel free to leave a comment.
On a changé le nom, on l'appelait le...
Before we head down, Dominique will give us a brief introduction about his cave. Originally, it is called Avant des Crozets, which comes from the river that streams here. One day, a close friend of his, Geraldine, was walking around his area in search for wild asparagus, until she noticed a strong breeze coming from the entrance. After alarming the local speleoclub, spelunkers from around the world gathered to develop its underground tunnels. Sadly, Geraldine passed away due to an illness, and in her loving memory, the cave is now known as the Grotte de l'Asperge. The speleoclub is making sure this cave is well preserved. That's why the first gate is equipped with an electric security system. After that, there's another heavy locked gate. But we got in.
Il a le logo de notre... J'ai le casque décoré. Oui, là, il est décoré.
Il est chef du club.
Ouais, voilà, c'est ça. C'est le président. Et mon frère, c'est mon esclave. Ouais, esclave. Downwards. Allez.
C'est de l'autre source.
J'aime bien. Ah, c'est agréable comme ça. c'est le moment, je dois pas vraiment, mais je vais le faire. Frère, il marque le territoire de Dominique. Tu vois ça, Dominique? Moi, j'en ai rien à foutre de toi.
On n'y va plus parce que là-bas, ça va assez loin.
Ah, je vois la concrétion bleue déjà.
Ah ouais, là-bas.
Et oui, c'est extrêmement rare.
So far, this is the only known cave with such blue formations. And there's even more.
Oh yo. Oh, elle est très jolie. Waouh. Wow. Oh, c'est fou.
Bon, on va aller voir la draperie bleue.
Oh, draperie bleue.
La,
Oui.
la colonne bleue.
Ah, il y a un draperie bleu ici. C'est
Alors.
secret.
J'ai envie après de faire de la spéléo pour moi. Ne plus m'occuper du club comme je le fais maintenant.
Bah tu peux être dans notre club si tu veux. Ça te dit quelque chose? Tu dis rien?
Vous êtes combien dans le club?
On our way to Cheminot to see the loss of the blue formations, our GoPro batteries died and we were too distracted to replace them. But we do have the pictures for you. If you enjoy what you are seeing, please consider subscribing to our channel and dropping a like. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment. Then we return to base camp, as tomorrow we'll head a bit further north to continue our adventure on our own. There we will be descending into some enormous caves and catch a poisonous snake. We'd like to thank Christian and Dominique for being such amazing guides and preserving these caves so well. We hope to catch up with you both in the future. And to you, our lovely subscriber, you can dive into our next adventure with a Q&A we filmed the day before. It's already online, so be sure to check it out if you want to learn more about who we are.